Welcome back to the channel. Something I've been wanting to explore doing a little bit more lately is if I find a headline or feature story, taking a look at it in its own video, like I used to do, but still having those long form videos too. And today I want to look at Emirates. They're rarely an airline that isn't necessarily in some kind of expansion mode, with the company closely monitoring potential regions to extend its presence in or even enter for the very first time. But additionally, this can extend to the persistent development of its fleet so that it appears youthful. Therefore, a cornerstone of the business is really ensuring that its fleet remains young. This can be seen to maximize efficiency across the board. As a result, its passenger and freight fleets are always under careful review as the company plans its next steps in business to really remain agile, competitive, but also efficient. As 2024 progresses, the Dubai-based carrier is seeking to purchase a new aircraft to bolster its freight division, Emirates SkyCargo. Currently, the fleet consists of older generation freight types, and to make this side of the business leaner and more efficient, key executives have been for some time considering a modern move to the next era of freighters. As part of their analysis, 2 aircraft types from your 2 leading manufacturers have been compared. Notably, the company looks towards the Boeing 777-8F and Airbus with its A350F. These 2 aforementioned aircraft types are yet to fly, be certified, or even be fully built, and they are also what many expect to bring in the next generation of cargo flying, something we've already seen with passenger aircraft, but maybe not so much yet in the freight side, as typically freighter aircraft will be older in nature, unless they are purchased directly from the source. We see a lot of conversions and such. Companies that are looking into future decades and analysing where they'll be placing their order are likely looking at these 2 options. Talk of a purchase, however, isn't new, with the company identifying these 2 aircraft types as targets in the latter stages of 2023. However, decisions must be made, with interest heating up and slots needing to be secured too. For a considerable period, Boeing has enjoyed a stronghold on the freight market. This is away from focus on Emirates and generally the freight sector. Its portfolio has offered fantastic diversification for prospective customers. Whether you're after a small, medium, or large-sized freighter, Boeing has that, and the product that they have offered over time has proved to be reliable and ticked most boxes. Despite Airbus's best attempts to compete with Boeing, and while they have offered several successful products, the planes that they've released have ultimately struggled to overtake Boeing in the market. The upcoming release of the A350F, however, is seen as Airbus's first genuine push at the freight market. Their ambition is that the timely release will allow it to compete with Boeing's next generation offering and ensure a much more competitive landscape for arguably again the first time. While Boeing has experienced struggles across the last decade, of course heavily documented here on the channel, the freight market is a sector it has remained strong in, and arguably the last from which Airbus would be looking at taking some market share. In the short to medium term, Emirates will look towards acquiring some older 777Fs, potentially also looking at converting more and more of its 777-300ERs to dedicated freighter jets. Those new aircraft types I mention are more for your long-term planning. And I want to hand it over to you. Do you believe the A350F would be an ideal purchase, or should they stick with what they know? That is a continuation of the 777F series into the new 777-8F. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Thanks very much for your support here on the channel. It's appreciated. Take care, be safe, and I'll see you tomorrow for your latest industry news.
And we'll fly.